All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser. This is episode 314 of this great and wonderful podcast that I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself. How are you? What's up? Salutations. We're doing well. Swell. Howdy. So yeah, it's a new episode. It's like an impromptu one actually today. So this is technically Wednesday. I'm shooting this at like 12:01 p.m. in the afternoon, and or I guess just what p.m. And I'm doing this because I just randomly I work in, I guess everyone my version of a 9 to 5, but they didn't have me work today. Weird. And I wasn't on the schedule. So I was like, well, hell, if I'm not going to work, I might as well do something before I go to the gym. Because all I got to do today is just go to the gym and write. I haven't really done shit of anything. So here I am. I'm like, well, I'll at least do a podcast, get that done and out of the way. And then I'll have the rest of the week to work on my things, work on other things. It's just part of, you have to, grind hard. You have to, work. I don't know. I got nothing. It's almost like it was one of those impromptu. So I'm like, I don't even really have a really good list of things to talk about. I'm just going to go down like the list of stuff that I've talked about before, not before, but like stuff that I have written down that I just have never used, because every week I have this rubric or a layout that I have for this podcast, and every week I fill it out, I do all the necessary things for it, never use it, never once use it, but I'm like, you know what, John, the reason why you have this is just in case one day you're going to need to use it. You're going to need to have a way to see, you can even tell how I'm talking like right now. Like you're gonna need to have something to talk about. So yeah, this is kind of where we're at. I don't know. Shit. Let's think here, Blanca. So today, what am I gonna do? Today's Wednesday. Normally during the week I work. Today is normally would be a pretty much a semi-difficult day. It'd be I'd probably get off around 1. I'd go in at around probably like 4 or 5, and then get off work, go to the gym, and then I would come home, get stuff ready for the podcast for tomorrow, because technically Thursday nights are the nights that I do my podcast, and then what I would do tonight would be get the rubric set up and get the outline ready for the podcast for tomorrow, and then I would edit what I wrote this morning, because when I go to work, when I head to work, I'm like, okay, so I have like this good like 30-minute period, right? I'm like, I need to be doing something that time. Like, yeah, I could be listening to a podcast, I could be just listening to music, but I'm like, I need to be doing something. So I use that time to either work on a thesis that I'm working on, or I am either working on a new short story. And so like it's been really weird too with my short stories. The last one was like a ranty one, and those are fine. But what's so weird is like when I spent a month writing on it, which was a lot more than I normally do. It's usually like 2 weeks when it comes to the ranty stories. It's never a month. I never spend a month. If you want to spend a month on a story, that's because it's a story about a vampire who's fell in love with a girl, and he shimmers when he goes out in the sun. That's something you spend a month on, for example. That's Twilight, but that's what you spend a month on, because you spent time developing this thing, because you'd be like, okay, so this is Act 1, this is Act 2, this is Act 3, and you start writing, you're like, okay, I really don't, okay, I'm like, how am I going to put Act 1 with Act 2, how's Act 2 going to blend with Act 3, what's going to be the rising action, what's going to be the closing act, like what's going to be the solution, the resolution to the problem. So what is the problem? That's the thing. Like, you get to learn what the fucking problem is. And so that it's worth a lot more time and effort because I have this PDF that I use, and it kind of shows you like the beginning, middle, and end, and it kind of shows you like this like kind of wave that you want to ride into a story, and that's my mental process I go through when I'm writing a story. Is that it's a lot of like, so what I like to do when I write is I'll like to listen to like one song. So right now I'm listening to a lot of Britney Spears. I'm listening to Britney Spears sometimes, that song. It's just the rhythm of that song. I find a rhythm to it, and I talk like that, and then I'll type like that, and then I'll do the story like that. And maybe that's why it's been a little bit weird, and I spent a fucking month writing a fucking rant story when I normally spend 2 weeks on it. But yeah, so the story I'm working on now is just weird. So there's this John Updike story called A&P, and it's about a young boy and how he runs into these three girls, and like these three girls represent like different parts of his life. Like his like past, future, and present kind of thing. It's something like that. And I'm kind of going like that kind of thing. It's just about this young kid who's working at a grocery store, and he sees the girl that he's had this crush on all throughout high school, and she's with two other girls, and it's just this like moment in time. So in the moment of time, if you see it, if it was in real life, if you're a part of the whole process, it'd be like almost like 2 minutes. But for him, it's going to be like a 4,000 page, 4,000 word story about this kid and like this moment, and how this woman, this girl, this lady, kind of is like beginning, middle, and end of this life that he's living here. And then once he leaves here, he's going to end up moving on and then go to college. He's going to go and move on, and that's the thing. And so because so right now what I've been writing a lot of my stories, I think all my stories, to tell you the truth, all have to deal with some sort of trying to find a connection, and which is weird. And I guess this is something we could talk about, connection. So it's like, yeah, like I guess there's a little bit of like when you're I guess for me, abandoned, because I was adopted, there is this sense of like wanting to feel a connection to something, because like I don't have normal things, like, so like, I have parents, but the thing is like I will never know the real feeling, how it feels to have like two people that you come home to growing up, and these were like your biological people. These are people like who made you. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's weird, and maybe I'm thinking about it too, but I don't think I'm thinking about it too much. I don't think about it enough, actually. To be honest with you, I need to fix that air, because there's an air vent. I don't know if you guys hear it or not, but you can tell I'm getting uncomfortable because I'm talking about real personal shit right here. What it is, like, I won't experience certain things that were just natural for most people in life, and it's fine. And that's not the problem. I'm not upset by that. I'm 37. I'm beyond that point now. Those are things you'd be upset about when you're like 14, 15 years old. At my age, what you do is you just try to realize you're fucked up, and you just try not to take it out on other people. That's the big thing. And every once in a while it happens, and then but most of the time it's the people you do it to, or you go off, because like, so I had a friend, I wouldn't even consider him a friend. This is a very selfish person, I think, but they might think I'm a very selfish person too, which I don't think I was, but anyway, but you know how it is. You have a friend that's like kind of selfish, always super self-centered, always makes everything is about them. The only thing is, like, at least this person is acknowledgeable about it, and acknowledges like, hey, it's about me, and it's always will be about me, and it's about me. And at that point, it's about you to either like accept that or not accept it. And I accept it for so long, and then at this point, I'm just like, no, fuck this. And so I kind of told him off. I was like, hey, I just think you kind of like, I think you just kind of use people. You don't ever think about anyone other than yourself. You have no capability of ever thinking outside of yourself. I don't think it will ever happen. And because of that, I don't know. I'm just tired of it. And then now this person doesn't ever want to talk to me ever again, which is fine. It's fine. So it's just funny to me. It's just really funny to me that and it's like, dude, I've done so much, and like you won't even have a conversation with me. You just automatically took everything as an attack. And I'm like, I'm not trying to attack you. Just is how I feel. Like maybe you need this is a wake up call. Maybe this would be a good wake up call for you. Because we've all had those moments. We've all had to have those moments in life. So, but yeah, probably won't be anything like that. But anyway, I guess we should. You guys want to see the video of the week? Yeah, video of the week. All right, here we go. What's funny is that I don't even know if I'll be able to use that song. I'll be able to use that video because I think that might be a copyright song. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, this is where we're at in life. So I'm just gonna go into the videos because I don't even know if I can use that one. So I'm not gonna talk about it that much. Most likely there'll be another video there. All right, here we go with video one.
Your host.
Oh no. See, the thing is, like, there's a screen that when I click on the next video, that screen lights up with that video. But if it doesn't light up, that means there's no video being shown. And I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to click on that and then know that's not being shown and click on it and then push play to realize that it's never gonna work. All right, here we go.
When you add white millet to a feeder, you attract, sparrows and starlings, which dominate the platform and drive off goldfinches and chickadees. I mean, you've destabilized the avian balance of this neighborhood, and it's appalling you don't seem to care.
Oh, I hate birds.
I love this. This is HOA shit. So I can't tell you how much I fucking hate HOA shit. We live in an HOA. And, dude, the smallest of shit will piss them off. Like, they're like, we drove. So someone was driving by the other day. I got a letter the other day. So there is the street, right? We got the street. You have this little patch of, like, grass. Then you have the sidewalk, and then you have your property. So where the grass was, they cut it yesterday. They had some lawn people come because it was nice, and they had them like do a quick cut. They didn't get all of the grass off the sidewalk part that's in front of my house. I got a letter saying that I needed to be able to sweep, and if sometimes the landscape people will sometimes do that, and if they do that, it is your responsibility as part of the homeowner society to pick it up. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, huh? It's just so stupid. And they're like, yeah, this is a friendly reminder. Next time will be a fine. It's like, fuck you, dude. It's the dumbest of shit. I fucking hate it. I hate it so fucking much. That's why I want to live out in the country so goddamn bad. I'd rather just live out in the goddamn country for that reason alone. All right, here's the next video.
Hello, I'd like for you to go to bonfire.com and check out a shirt that I made. It says, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
I fucking love this lady's weird. I have another video of her. Here we go. It's just like, I don't know. She's a new lady that's been popping up on my feed lately. So here we go.
Just email me your email saying you want my address, and I will send you anything. Just mail me $1,000 for the hotel idea, $50 for the shirt idea, and I will give it to you.
There you go. All right, here's the next video. That guy has a whole sleeve tattoo. A whole sleeve. Okay, so this next video is what this next video is really what's gonna get you. Here we go.
It's time for another food bank haul. What did my family of... No! 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 Because hundreds of thousands of people are starving! Babies and mothers and grandfathers are starving to death! Because there are thousands of trucks of food and diapers and baby formula behind a fucking wall! And Israel won't let that in! Babies are starving right now! Gaza has no food! How can I show you what I get from the food bank for free? When my friend's family is starving!
This is what I hate. These are the kind of white people that I can't stand. Because these are the white people that get on this fucking high horse and they talk and it's like, dude, just worry about yourself. You're in no place at all. You're so mentally unstable that you should not be worried about anyone other than yourself and trying to get yourself stable. And it's also too, like, the hair, one, but it's just the weirdly shaped. They're always weirdly fucking shaped humans. Always. It's upsetting, actually. All right, here's the last video. Here we go.
And show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants. but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
He got a standing O for that. And that was a Democrat. See, this is the thing I tell you guys. This is what I tell you, dude. It's the same. It's two hands on the same body. You're just little puppets. We're all just made to get mad at each other. That's all they want us to do. They just want to get us mad at each other. Because if they get mad at each other, then we can't then we can't unify. And if we don't unify, then we can't go against them. Same thing like this whole Iraq thing. Have you not noticed? Isn't that kind of weird how there's all that Epstein stuff that came out, and then, wow, right after that, then basically just two little wars. We're just now fighting two wars now. Just weird, huh? You don't think it's weird? It doesn't just come off kind of weird, huh? Like how that those two things are corresponded with each other. It's just so to get us so distracted from another thing to look at another thing. It's like, oh, we're not going to worry about the Epstein list. Why are we going to worry about that when we're so worried about all these Iranians who don't give a fuck about us? But we should worry about them. We should care about them. And I'm not saying we shouldn't care about them as being, I guess, is what as Christian people, or not even like Christian society. I guess that's the blanket statement because this is what America kind of is a Christian society. We should have the better. Well, we should have the better. We should be the bigger person and be like, this person doesn't like us. We should still try to be there for them. I guess that's what's a good way of looking at it. It just is weird. It just comes off. It's just odd that you don't see the past and see how this is all how the past and the history is just repeating itself. Like politics replays itself just like how like fashion repeats itself. Have you not noticed that how like bell bottoms and baggy clothes from the early 90s are all coming back into style now? Like big clothes, heavy clothes. Remember all those pictures of us wearing jeans, and we all look sad and sweaty? It's because the clothes are so heavy. So that's all it is. But nope. We don't remember that kind of stuff. Man, we don't remember that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's just, guys, it's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Similar to, like, isn't it kind of weird? Don't you think it's weird how we talk about how, like, we shame people who are, like, pedophiles and people who want to meet up with little kids and, like, have sex with kids and, like, try to, like, that kind of stuff. But then, yet we hide behind an algorithm, or we are constructed to obey an algorithm, and we have like pedophile instead of pedophile. Like, just say the word. Like, you can't. This is supposed to be a thing that we are so anti-against, but yet we're so anti-against saying the actual word. Do you not see how fucking retarded that is? That's retarded. That's mentally, we're stunting ourselves. That's a stuntation of ourself. That's what it means. Like, when you do retardo in music, you stunt the music down. That's what it is. That is the whole point of it. And so it's just this what we are literally doing to ourselves mentally. And it is, and we're okay with it. It's weird. It's just weird that we allow that. It's weird that we care about that. It's weird that we don't realize what we're doing. And you're the problem. I'm joking. We're all the problem. All of us are the problem. That's the thing. If we don't step up and do something differently, then it's not gonna. Then it's never gonna change. And what's gonna happen? It's similar to, like, I get worried about when we do all this blaming of Jews, because statistically, whenever a country starts doing that kind of thing, when they start doing that sort of thing, it is the beginning of the downfall of that country. It is of that nation. It's just that is a fact. That is a thing. So I find that odd. What else can I talk about? What is it? What else do I have? I don't really have anything. Yeah, I don't know. I might just actually kind of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be really short this week, guys. I'm just gonna be done with this podcast now. Good night.